our learning target, I can read nonfiction. I have a graphic organizer that has the steps that you should do as you are reading nonfiction. So I filled in that the text is Minnesota, and I didn't know who the author was, so I wrote Pebbleville Next 1/8/18. So watch as I read through this. So I'm going to look at the industry. I see it's called industry, and I see there's a picture that says iron is mined from the Hall Rust Honing open pit mine in Hibbing. So here are some predictions and questions I have. A prediction is I will learn that iron is something made in Minnesota. And questions, what are some other industries in Minnesota, and what does industry mean? So now I'm going to read and talk to the author. So it's like I'm doing a think aloud, and I could ask the author other questions that I have too, or I might do some inferring. Industry. Service industries are the largest part of Minnesota's economy, making up about 80% of the state's employment. Hotels and travel agencies, health services, child care services, and libraries are all service industries. I think that industry must mean that something people do for work, and that maybe provides things for people. Minnesota is one of America's top farming states. Farms cover more than half of Minnesota's land. Farmers grow corn, soybeans, sugar beets, hay, and wheat. They also raise hogs, dairy cattle, and beef cattle. I didn't realize Minnesota had so many farms. Food products are Minnesota's top manufactured product. The state produces meat and dairy products, frozen foods, and canned fruits and vegetables. Minnesota workers make computers, agricultural and construction machinery, and medical equipment. Mining is one of Minnesota's oldest industries. The Mesabi Range in northern Minnesota has the nation's largest iron ore deposit. Okay, so I was right. They do make iron in Minnesota. So I did step 2, talk to the author, and I see that I've learned some other industries, and I think I know what industry means, so I can move on. So now I identify the main idea, what the author is trying to teach you about. Well, I think the author is trying to teach us about all these industries that are in Minnesota, and I know that from looking at this heading and thinking about what I read. So I'd say the main idea is telling us about industries. Now it says read and visualize. Act out the text, don't overact. So now when you do this, you're going to read it again and you're going to act out words that are key words, and that's where you think about the main idea. Industry. Service industries are the largest part of Minnesota's economy, making up about 80% of the state's employment. So this is going to be a hotel. Hotels and travel agencies, so I'm going to do like an airplane with my arms. Health services, so I'll do like a plus for health services. Child care services, so like a little kid. And then libraries are service industries. Minnesota is one of America's top farming states. Farms cover more than half of Minnesota's land. Farmers grow corn, soybeans, sugar beets, hay, and wheat. They also raise hogs, dairy cattle, and beef cattle. Food products are Minnesota's top manufactured product. The state produces meat and dairy products, frozen foods, and canned fruits and vegetables. Minnesota workers make computers, agricultural and construction machinery, and medical equipment. Mining is one of America's oldest industries. The Mesabi Range in northern Minnesota has the nation's largest iron ore deposits. So you can see that most of the keywords I make now are going to be from my actions. And those are called Tarzan words because Tarzan doesn't speak in full sentences. So I'm going to read through this article again. I'm just going to write some of those key words thinking about that main idea. The pad of paper you have is pretty big, so I cut my sheets in half so they won't be so big. So I'm going to write down hotels, travel agencies. So I'm going to read to you the keywords that I made, and here's how I did it. So I wrote them here, just one word per sheet. So I have dairy, iron ore, vegetables, canned fruits, frozen foods, dairy products, meat, beef cattle, dairy cattle, hogs, wheat, hay, sugar beets, soybeans, corn, farming, libraries, child care services, health services, travel agency, hotels, computers, agricultural machinery, construction machinery, medical machinery.